It's Harry here at Fusion Holidays. I hope you are well. I wanted just to record a very quick video to hopefully help you all out in regards to our forthcoming cruise on board MSC Virtuosa, and to show you how you can go about pre-booking any of the additional items on board, things like shore excursions, Wi-Fi, items like so. So to do this, what you will need is you will need your MSC booking reference, which is generally an 8-digit reference, which was detailed on your Fusion Holidays documentation, or it's also detailed on your MSC confirmation documents that you should have all received via email. The email will have gone to the lead passenger, so if you are not the lead passenger, you need to speak to the person who is, as they will have received the particular email. So to get cracking, what you need to do is log on to any browser, or you can actually download the MSC app onto your tablet or phone device. But for ease today, I'm going to do this on my laptop. Go to your browser, type in www.msccruises.co.uk, and it will then currently bring you up this fabulous window here. Select the already booked section, okay, and then you would like to select manage your booking, because that is currently what we are going to do. Okay, for this reasoning, we're going to pop in here your booking reference. So for today, I'm going to use my one, because unfortunately for you all, I am coming with you. You want to pop in your first name and your last name and simply click go. So what that's going to do is that's going to find your booking, and then it's going to log you into the Plan My Cruise section. Okay, it will take a little bit of time to load. That's just because we have quite a large itinerary, quite a lot of information to digest. But the great news is when you are on the system, it is very, very simple and self-explanatory. Okay, so the first one you're going to come to is this tab here, is the excursions tab. Okay, so that's going to detail all the available tours and excursions for this trip. Now you will see straight away on day one there is no trips available. That's because we're all going to have a very busy day traveling to the Caribbean, finding our feet on board, doing the muster drill, the welcome meetings, and then we might even get to have some dinner as well. So that's why there is nothing being offered on day one. Okay, so to simply select the day you want, hover over the day and click on them. So on the sea days, there will be certain trips available on board the ship where they will be doing behind the scene tours for all the areas on board. Some of them are a little bit more sensitive than others, so they don't necessarily allow photos or videos to happen, but it's quite an insightful way so that you can see how these big ships operate and run. To show you this example and what information you can gather, I'm going to pick day 3, which is when we are in St. Vincent. Okay, you will see here there is lots of trips available. Now on here, it will tell you as much information as you physically want for this trip. So you simply select the trip that you would like. It will show you the cost of each person. It will show you the category, whether it's an active tour, whether it's a city tour. It will also tell you the duration of the trip as well. Now, if you want more information, if you hover over the picture, click on the See Details button, it will then give you a full description of the tour. It will tell you if any food and drink is included. It will tell you what language the tour is in. Now, 95% of the trips that will be offered to you will be available in English. There will be the occasional trip which may be a multilingual trip. That's because there is going to be mixed nationalities on board the cruise. However, the primary language on board is English. It will then also tell you the difficulty level of the trip. So if anybody has any disabilities, walking issues, etc., it will tell you how difficult this trip will likely be, so then you can gauge whether or not the trip is suitable. You can then see how long the trip is going to be. So if you've got other activities or dance lessons, for example, you want to do, you will be able to see if you will be around. Now, just a point on that side of things, we do try and schedule all of the dance classes during the day for when the trips are likely to be back, so we don't try and impact the trips if we can help it. It is obviously subject to the space and availability on board the ship. The physical schedule we will not have ready until probably about a month before departure. So I would say to you, if there's a particular trip you want to do, just do it. just book the trip and don't worry about the schedule. There will be plenty of opportunities to do freestyles and lessons whilst we are on board for 2 weeks. Okay, if you do see a trip and you wish to add it to your basket, you simply click add to my cruise. And what that then does is comes up with a list of all the guests who are in the cabin. You can select either all the guests, or you can simply select one guest who you may wish to purchase this for. Okay. Once you've then done that, you simply click add to cart. You will then see that this trip appears in the corner in your shopping cart. It's very similar to how you would buy any items online. The good thing is, because it then goes in the cart, you can then savour the time to go through each day, each excursion, okay, and make multiple selections at one time. I'm not going to bore you by going through all of the days. I simply wanted to show you how it could be done. Up here, you will see various different categories, okay, for different items that you can purchase. So if anybody's celebrating a birthday or an anniversary, you can pre-book a cake. If you wanted to have some sweet treats in your cabin, you can also do so. Or if you wanted to celebrate your holiday with a bottle of wine, a bottle of Prosecco, or what's called a romantic sunset package, you can do all of this by pre-booking it here. Same rules apply. To find out more information, you simply click on the See Details button. It will then tell you what is included within that package, and if you simply want it, you can add it to your cruise. It will then add itself into the basket after you've then selected everyone in that cabin. Okay. So next up, very important, specialty restaurants. So for those guests that do like eating out or want something just a bit more special than the main dining room and the buffet dining available on board, you can pre-select some dining packages and you can prepay the specialty charges for some of the restaurants on board. Okay, my personal favorite is the butcher's cut if you are a good old meat eater, but they do also have some other dining options available, and at present you will see that they are reduced as well. So all you simply do is select the one that takes your fancy, to look at the information and add it to the cruise. It is also worth pointing out that you can pre-book several restaurant packages. The more that you do, the cheaper that they become. Okay, and that's these packages here. Another thing to point out is on board MSC Virtuosa, you do have plenty of entertainment included, but a venue that is exclusive on board is called the Carousel Lounge. And that particular lounge operates 2 unique shows exclusive to MSC Virtuosa, and you will not see them anywhere else in the world. Okay, so you can pre-book those shows. They are chargeable for a small fee. So for example, one of the productions, which is for this particular show here, with a signature cocktail when you arrive, is £9 per person, and they are phenomenal. To give you an idea, they are based very much so on Cirque du Soleil concepts, because it was Cirque du Soleil who actually designed the shows for MSC. So you can see all of these items here, but they do have to be pre-booked. And these particular shows do not run every evening. You will be lucky to see them potentially twice or 2 shows each for the duration of the cruise. Okay, so just pay attention to that. If you want to reserve any spa or beauty treatments whilst you're on board, or treat yourself to a massage or the thermal areas, these are all detailed and listed on this screen here. Same rules apply. If you want to see what's included in the experience, you simply click on the See Details button. It will then tell you what you will get and how much it's going to cost per person. Another important point to note for guests who perhaps haven't cruised before or may have been a little while since cruising is in regards to internet. Okay, so internet on board these ships are not free. It is a satellite internet service that they offer, so it can be quite expensive for you to stay connected. However, for any apps to be used on board the ship, you will require an internet device. So you have options. You can select a variant description of packages. The cheapest one is this one here, which is the browse, which basically for browse, that means you can simply look up basic internet pages. It allows you access to WhatsApp, text messages, etc. But it doesn't allow you to do much photo, videos, streaming services or anything like that. To do that, you would have to upgrade your package to what's called a browse and stream package, which gives you a higher bandwidth on board to allow you to do these activities. But please note, you can only have one device at a time. If you want to use more than one device, you will simply have to upgrade your package to provide you more than one login, and each login is unique to each device, so just please bear that in mind. It is also worth pre-booking this item because you will see it is substantially cheaper to do so. On average, anything like your spa and beauty treatments, your excursions, your internet packages are going to be 30% cheaper than if you were to decide to book them on board. Also, with the cruise, you may remember, if you sailed with us before, there is multiple opportunities on the cruise for photos from the onboard photographers, and you can pre-book some packages to purchase those prints should you wish, or you can simply, if you're having a special occasion and you want to organize a photo shoot for you and your significant other or you and your friend, you can do that as well with these items here. Same rules apply. If you click on the see details box, it will tell you more information about what's included in each package. So last but not least, once you've pre-booked all of your packages, okay, you will see them all listed in this section here called the already purchased section. So it will list each item under each heading that you have already booked should you have forgotten prior to departure. You may see another tab up here, which is called the web check-in tab. Okay, that will open 30 days before departure, and that's going to ask you questions such as next of kin details, your insurance information, and your passport details. Okay, we will also be in touch closer to the time for this information if you have not completed it, as without this information, we will not be able to issue your tickets. Once you've selected the items that you wish to add into your cart, okay, you will see that they will come up here on the right hand side. It's very simple. All you need to do, and sorry for the delay of the screen loading, that's my fault for clicking the excursions button. You click on your cart, you will then see everything that you have added in to your basket listed and the total amount that's going to be payable. You simply click the proceed to checkout button. It's going to ask you for your email, so please pop that in there because that will also issue a receipt to that email, so then you have proof of purchase. You simply click on the pay button. That will then open a window for your card information. You process that as normal. It will then come up with a success message to say it has been done, and then these items will have been reserved for you. It also gives you a nice handy little countdown in the top right hand corner of how many days you have until your voyage, for those of you who want that information. Now, one other thing I will just point out is if you did want a bit more time to digest the excursions available, what you can do is for each day or for each port that interests you, you can simply highlight the port and then click this button here. What this download PDF button does, okay, it will simply download a document which will detail all of these on a printable page. Okay, it's quite handy. It allows you to have a cup of tea, not be staring at a screen, and read the information off some paper. And that, ladies and gents, is simply how you would go about pre-booking all of your excursions, specialty restaurants, additional shows, spa and beauty treatment, internet photo, and other packages. So I hope this little video was helpful. I hope it provides you useful information on how to go about pre-booking these items. And as you can see at the moment, there is a reduction in the pricing on board. So I would suggest, if you are keen to pre-book these items, to get it done as soon as possible. Should you have any questions, you are more than welcome to give me or the team a call, 01903 694 322. Email sales@fusionholidays.co.uk with any questions, or you can jump onto the Cruise with Ceroc Facebook group and pop a comment in there, and either myself or one of the team will come back to you as soon as possible. But other than that, I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon, and thanks for watching the video. Take care.